Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Ultimate General American Revolution. This is episode number 18 in the series, so let's make the intro quick. We're invading Canada. We have successfully won one battle near the border with Canada, and now we're trying to drive further inland to take Quebec. We aren't yet to Quebec. We're about to fight a battle sort of a halfway there. And we'll see, we'll see how this battle goes. But we're just getting into a battle here, our second major battle in the invasion of Canada, and we'll see how things play out. As always, this was taken from a live stream on my Twitch channel. Link in the description if you want to join us there in the future. But without further ado, let's jump into the fight. Okay, I like this. This is a nice open area that they will probably come at me. I guess they could flank through this wood line. Let's take a look at our deployment. I'm going to do what I always do. Merge units. I do wonder if merging units hurts my fighting abilities. And what I mean by that is, does it cause my regulars to put up less of a fight? I don't know. But sometimes it feels like they don't give much of a fight. At least not what you'd expect from regulars. Alright. Man, thanks for the follow. So, the enemy's coming at us from over here. Are those field mortar? Are those mortars? Okay. They got mortars again. Not what I like to see, but okay. Alright, we're going to deploy these guys in this wood line here to anchor our right flank. We'll deploy some of our artillery in the open, I guess. Some of my troops are going to have to be in the open, I think. I don't like... I mean, this field is more open than I would like. This is going to be somewhat of an open field fight, which does make me a little nervous. Alright, so, all my boys are exhausted? Shit. Alright, these guys are going to anchor the left in a wooded terrain. These three regiments are going to act as a reserve, along with these two. Alright, the enemy's gonna come for me, right? The British always do. They always like to assault. So, I don't love that my boys are gonna be sitting out in the open. We shall see how this plays out. But by waiting, it should give us time to get some stamina back. Oh shit, are they really going right for the flank? Artillery's opening up. We do have a lot of artillery batteries. They are gonna push on that flank, aren't they? Everybody's gonna push on that flank. Well, maybe they're just gonna come at me all everywhere. I don't know. They will have more units than me because I don't think they're going to have grouped all of their regiments together. Which could both be a good thing and a bad thing. These troops coming out at me in the open, I would think, won't fare well. We'll find out. Especially with all that artillery firing right into them. The right and left flank, that I'm not so sure of. Get my general over here to support these boys. Alright, one of their units was shattered. Boys, why are you all shifting around like this? Don't let them flank you. They're gonna... Oh boy. At least we got some artillery over here to fire into them. Why are the lines shifting like this? Well, that wasn't good. They routed right away. They didn't rout from the field, though. They will recover. There's no white flag there. This is going to be a bloody fucking battle. Diffuser flank there. Ready. Okay. Alright, they're pushing me back on the left now. Doing pretty well casualty-wise. I mean, we're losing a lot of men, but I guess what I mean is I think we're inflicting a lot of losses on the enemy. Our left flank is partially broken. We have plenty of reserves to shift over there as needed. gonna try and go for this artillery once my troops deal with the enemy soldiers to their front. Alright, get in there and get a nice volley in before they have a chance to reload. Ugh! They reloaded faster than I thought they would. Oh, they're moving up though. Are these wagons? Alright, I will gladly watch them ride away as we get a chance to shoot at them for free. One casualty, that's all you inflicted? Alright, you routed them. Double quick on the charge! Man those guns. Rear flanked by who? I see the mortar shells coming in. Alright, they're routing. Alright, pushed them back on the far right, at least for now. Far left is not as pretty of a story. My character will have to go and shore this up. I'm not too worried. I think it's gonna be okay. Alright, I was gonna tell those guys to fall back, but they've already started retreating, so... Oops, don't do that. Don't do that. Go for these guys. Got a couple of units that are pursuing some of my broken regiments on the flank, I guess. So, but these guys are without the guns, though. Alright, reload, fire, and then fall back. That's what I want you to do. Those guns are going to fall back to the enemy. Oh well. Maybe we'll get at least some of the guns out of there. Alright. I hate this little warning on the top of like scrolling or whatever. It's a little annoying. Alright. Hey, Augment. How you doing? Boys. I don't know where they're retreating, but if they want to run toward you, shatter them. They're coming back on the right flank. Fortunately, we've gotten these guns out of here, so we'll go have them join back up with the main battery, I guess. If you see artillery on the right flank that looks like it's falling from the sky, it's because the enemy have mortars. Bastards. The audio is weird. I feel like it's clipping out or glitching out every once in a while. It's kind of strange. Alright, left flank. Victory! They're retreating! Go get them, boys! Pursue! And destroy! Hey, one of those infantry units surrendered to us. Okay. Boys. It's interesting how the AI attempts to liberate their surrendered troops. Like, they'll charge boys in suicidally to try and get them not to surrender. Which I think in the long term often results in more of them getting surrendered. But I can't say I've tracked it super close. They're gonna surrender probably when we contact them, or they'll just die. Where are you going? Or you'll just die. Can you push them off the map? Because that's the last British unit I see here. Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe we just let them go. Yeah, we're exhausted. Alright, so we lost another 1,000 men, just like the last time we had this force fight. We lost 1,300 last time, we lost 1,000 this time. So we're down to 3,200 men. We didn't lose any guns. The enemy, on the other hand, lost 2,000 out of 3,300 men. So they lost 2/3 of their force in terms of just casualties. Plus they lost 11 of their 15 guns, so most of their artillery, and another 383 prisoners, bringing a grand total of enemy casualties up to 2,400 out of 3,300 men. So they only have 900 survivors, and it is very possible we will get more of those to surrender on the strategic map as we pursue the enemy. I'd say that was a pretty successful fight. Inflicted more than double losses on them than they on us. Alright, a couple of their regiments surrendered. So, what, 1, 2, I can't see exactly. 300 men, maybe 400 made it out. Prisoners become forced laborers in your nearest settlement. It'd be nice if you could move them around a little. But... Alright, so... The army has 3,100 men left. We're going to send those boys down to Fort St. John's. We're going to pull these boys out of Fort St. John's. And move up to Troyes. 15 reputation for capturing that location in Canada. All right, everybody just go in the town. I am going to pursue straight up to Quebec, and we will fight Quebec tonight, I think. Let's actually first, let's see what they got up there. But I'm sending 600 militia north from Fort St. John's. We're gaining the loyalty of Montreal. Alright, so they've got... Well, they might actually outnumber me here. So we got 2,700, 2,800, 3,400 troops. So they got 3,400 troops. Plus wherever these 400 are going. So... We'll have 3,700 troops. St. John's is considered a rebellion risk? Quebec isn't a fort, though. I don't know what the British do. I'm assuming the British prisoners can also end up in a town. We've liberated prisoners of ours when we've taken a town where they've been held, so... Negative 10% Commander-in-Chief Department research time for 60 days. That's cool, I guess. Where is that regiment I sent to St. John's? Why are they not there yet? They disappear in the Canadian wilderness? They desert? Seriously, where the hell did they go? Did I not send them? Was it this unit? Squash got him. It's annoying. So, I feel like I sent him, but maybe I didn't. So I don't really want to lose. Can I do this? Can I just disband these guys? Do they become, what is Troy's? 0 recruits. So if I do this, they do join Troyes. Okay. There's a method to my madness, believe me. So now we have 300 reinforcements. who can be recruited. There. So those 300 recruits could get reinforced to the units that already exist that are under strength. And some of those, I think, were recruited into regular units. You know, let's do that for these guys, too. Or just disband the whole thing. Okay, that didn't work. Disbanding the whole regiment, I don't know where they went. I don't know where those recruits went. But it wasn't Detroit's. So it works when you do it as companies, but not as the whole force. Great. Great. Well, that was a mistake. Those 500 recruits ended up somewhere. Wasn't where I wanted them. Oops. All right. Chief Intelligence Officer can do what? Research speed. We get a college. Do that. Montreal's getting more loyal. Alright, I need more men. I'm going to have to raise some troops that are going to have to march a ways. Bartholomew. Raise yourself a company of militiamen who can use hunters. Okay. I cannot recruit line infantry. I think, see, they moved the... I think, anyway, they moved the regular infantry down the research queue, because it is a ways down from where I'm at right now. Maybe they didn't think it was wise to let people, American players, recruit line infantry like a month into the game, because that's kind of how it worked before. Which, frankly, I can understand why maybe they felt that would be a bad idea. I'm a little annoyed that that regiment got disbanded and none of the recruits went to the place they were at. Alright, go back up to Quebec again. Give me the intel of what they have. Also, did those troops get fully equipped yet? The Hartford boys. Looks like it. Okay. I'm gonna have to pull some troops from elsewhere. We're going to send 1,000 troops from Benedict Arnold up to Troyes. They have a roundabout way to march, but, well, I shouldn't weaken them that much. We'll just take one. Actually, you're going to get yourself killed if you do that, so Take a route through the mountains. So that'll be about 1,000 more men. You don't want a backseat, but you wouldn't trust Benedict. Hey, what you got in for good old Benedict? He's just a loyal soldier, just doing his duty. You know, just catching strays for no particular reason. Just poor old Benedict. And 75, he is loyal for sure. 75, he's loyal. He hadn't been wronged by Congress yet. All right, so we'll have about 1,000 troops coming. Also, apparently the Montreal boys are drawing some reserves, so that's nice. Some reinforcements, slowly anyway, are working their way up. All right, so they have 20. Is it 2,700 or do they have more? So they've got 4,000 men in and around Quebec, which is a pretty big challenge. Listen, Benedict's just a wife guy. Ain't got nothing against wife guys, right? Sure. Go forward, France. Take our textiles. All right, so we did a bunch of construction stuff on the main screen, right? Is production point the same thing as a construction point? I don't think so, based on what I'm looking at. Okay, we're 3 days from Continental. We have 115 days to do army innovations, so let's... It's not really Crusade. I wouldn't call it even remotely similar to Crusader Kings, if I'm being fair. All right, it's going to be February when we move on Quebec. And then watch, they'll get reinforcements right as we arrive. Okay. So if we are drawing some reserves in Montreal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fuck! What do we got here? Oh, no. So the British decided, hey, that's a nice Falmouth you got there. I can't win that battle. Maybe, well, these boys won't get there in time. I don't think, anyway. Guys, retreat. Get out of there. Hey, Benedict. You need to leave. Go to Portsmouth. Alright, one of these forces will... They're probably going to go... They'd been so passive! The British had been so passive for so long. Alright, I need more officers now. Alright, we're going to wait the one day for the final thing. It'll take a few days. They may go for Lyman in the interior. That's what I'd do. Let's see what they are doing. Nope, they're coming right for us. At least some of them are. Okay, what can I do here? I've got the production queue. Good officer. Spend the prestige. These boys arrive here yet? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? No, that unit's still marching. Okay. So I'll need another day, I suppose, to get the officer so I can raise another regiment. Alright. What's it look like now? What's the fight? 800 versus 1800. They've got artillery in every single unit. I don't. My reinforcements will probably arrive around when the second wave of enemy troops will. Not good. Newport. Bring your 600 men up to Salem. They won't arrive in time for the main fight. New Haven. Bring your 400 men to Salem. Try and stay west of the fight, Schaefer. Well, we can launch a counterattack, I suppose. I suppose we can launch a counterattack. As long as Benedict withdraws. Okay. Army Organization 3, right? That's what we need. Oh yeah, we have a third general slot now too. Who's really bad at their job? Not really any of these guys. Maybe Isaac Payne? Horatio Gates isn't any better than him though. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Salem, how many men do you have? Not many. Boston. Alright, you're going to have to pull reserves in from elsewhere, I suppose. Alright, we don't have enough men to raise both these units, which is why I'm only raising some of them. Alright. My focus on Canada has shifted. I bet they're going to move toward Lovell and Stevens, both of which are unoccupied. Nope, they're engaging Schaefer to the west. Sorry, dude. What's this? I never ordered these ships to sea. Oh my goodness. Can you flee? Oh, we lost Portsmouth. That's why they were in port there. Fuck. Alright, let's fight a naval battle. We got 2 to their 1, but they've got much heavier ships. God, I wish you could zoom out more on the naval battle side. Everything's so zoomed in, it seems like. Alright, boys. See if you can... What do you have? You have 36 cannons total? I'm not worried about the overall state of the war, honestly. Now, the reason these ships are already so close is because when the battle... we let the battle take place on the strategic map for a little while before we actually started fighting it. If we had started the fight where we were further away... Oh, we're going to run in the back of you, aren't we? Or the stern, as would be the technical term. But if we had, you know, started the fight right away, then... Alright, so we're taking some hits. We're taking a lot of hits. The enemy definitely has heavier cannon than us and more. Let's see if we can swing in behind them and just rake them. Raking is a term of when you come in behind the enemy and you shoot down the stern of their ship. The stern of your ship is the most vulnerable part of your ship in the Age of Sail. Now, by this maneuver, it will remove some of my guns from the fight for a while. Also, usually you don't want to be turning when you're shooting in this. You're much more accurate. As a stationary gun platform, you can see my morale of my soldiers is flashing white. Strictly speaking, that is not good. Now, we are raking them, but it is from quite a distance, so that's not gonna probably do anything. Why is the stern the most vulnerable? Honestly, I don't really fully understand the architecture of warships other than if you shoot a cannonball down the stern, it goes down the entire length of the ship. If you shoot on the one side, it only, you know, you only hit one side. So all these men are packed in closely all along the length of the ship, along the guns. And so when you rake them, again, your cannon can basically bowl through a bunch of men all at once. The bow, in theory, is the same, but the bow is rounded. There's a lot more protection in the bow, I think. And so you still can rake from the bow, but it's not as devastating as from the stern. Steering mechanism exposed too, yes. There goes a mast. This initial ship is not faring well. The Anzac is in better shape. She has not been hurt as badly. The Micus may surrender. Frankly, if I can capture a 30-gun enemy ship, that would be worth plenty more. Did they surrender? Or are they still... they're just dismasted? Looks like the flag is still flying. They haven't struck their colors. Yeah, there were windows in the stern. I don't know that that really mattered from a structural point of view. Also, your men shouldn't be in quarters in a battle, so the fact that the quarters are there shouldn't matter as much, but I don't know. Alright, well that raking was a little bit underwhelming. The red represents armor or something. The white represents overall hull, I believe, or the yellow, and I think the blue is sails. Yeah, blue sails for sure. Ow! Don't shoot at me. What did I ever do to you? I mean, I'm right there with you. Horatio Hornblower. Jack Aubrey, Richard Belitho. That's my Bible. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit. I'm going to turn away and try and get my other ship's guns back in the fight. Whew. I mean, turning is not good when you're shooting, but I'd rather try and keep my ships close together so they can provide some protection to each other. We're doing damage. I don't know we're doing enough. And there goes their mast. Jesus. What are our masts made of? Paper? Friendly fire. Oh god, oh god. Oh god. We did some damage to our own ship there. Maybe the gunner should be smart and not shoot when they're gonna shoot into the enemy. He's moving backwards. He's sailing directly into the wind. Whoa. I've seen a ship in the Age of Sail game that they made where that sank because it sailed into the wind and it was heavily damaged. So it was listing already. Maybe you should get to set more sail because I don't want my ships to get too far away from each other. Is the enemy shooting grape? I'm shooting solid shot. I suppose if the enemy ship was more damaged, I could shoot chain or grape or something like that. But right now I feel like solid's going to do the most damage. I do think it's helping us that the enemy is a little bit... I don't know if distracted is true, but... they've had to shift their fire a bunch of times, which I think is helping us put more damage on them than we otherwise would do. That was a very effective... You could see them blinking white. That was a very effective rake. You can also board the enemy. That's something you can do. And we're gonna get raked. Turn away. they have more men than us on a single ship, so grappling may not be the smartest thing if we were to try and do that. Oh god. I think we're about to surrender. At least one of our ships is. They're grappling me, so they're actually meleeing me. Although they're flooding now. So I had hoped to capture their ship, but I think they're gonna sink. Of course, my one ship might too, but usually this indicator means they're flooding. And they're now on rowboats. Which we could sink. Or they could get too close and capture our ship. LOL, grape shot! Okay. Let's just say that's funny. They're pixels. They're not people. Alright, well, I won't do that to everybody. So the enemy did lose their whole crew. We lost 34 men, no ships. They lost one ship, 39 men. Or 139 men. It would have been nice to capture the ship. I do think one general complaint is ships should strike their colors more easily in this game than they do. Historically, ships very rarely sank in battle in this era. You generally inflicted so much damage to them that they would surrender or strike their colors, as is known. You didn't typically fight to the death. That's for a few reasons. Wood likes to float. Wooden ships like to float. And so usually the only time you saw large numbers of ships get sunk, like after Trafalgar, was because you'd have a storm brew up when a ship was already damaged, and then the storm would sink the ship. You didn't see a lot of ships truly sink, or like a magazine got hit or something. Oh, god damn it, they're going to fight me again? This is a 12-gun. A 12-gun unrated cutter. Yeah, or their ship exploded. The problem here is the British Navy's so damn strong, they will probably just win through attrition. But we've been going for almost an hour now. I don't have time to fight another battle in today's video, so you got an interesting taste. You got another major battle in Canada in today's episode. You got our first look at naval combat in today's episode, and that's where we'll have to pick things up next time. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer, once again saying thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I'm out.